After years of hoping that people would understand me, I realized in basically the most devastating way possible that we were never meant to be understood to begin with. And I know some people will be thinking, Suzu, what are you talking about? Everyone needs to be understood to some degree, right? Yes, they do, but listen to me. When I started to see things in more perspective, I realized this. Even with something like your goals, even with something like your personality, your life choices, etc. Some people can tell you, I don't agree. Or some people can say what you're doing is wrong. But maybe to you rationally, if you know with proper understanding that whatever you've done is for the best, people won't understand you because they're not in your shoes. I know this hurts to hear from some people because life feels like we just want to be understood, we just want to be heard, but at the end of the day, only you can get yourself. And as long as you know what you're doing with your life, you don't need anyone else's approval. You don't need anyone else to quote unquote understand you. So, if I just had to say it by an example, let's say you have a goal, you want to achieve it, then you need an external opinion. Oh, do you think this is good? If someone says, oh, this sounds lame, this sounds unachievable, are you then going to just abandon that dream just because that person doesn't understand you? As long as you can support them, they support you, is completely fine. You don't need to be understood. Same with what you're going through in life. Everyone has something they're going through. Everyone has a demon they're fighting. Everyone has something going on in their lives. Do you think someone can just say, oh, I get how you feel? To an extent, yes, but no one will know exactly how I feel 100%. No one knows because no one knows what I've been through 100%. We don't go through the same things as each other 100%. Some things, yes, you might say, oh, we're so similar, but we're never the same. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever you've been through, you're the only one who can understand. So, let's say that you've been working so hard. This is one of the things that pisses me off, but I'm going to mention it. Let's say that you're proud of yourself for something. You attain something and it's small in the eyes of people. And people say things like, oh, that's it? You're not doing anything with your life. And let's say for you, that's a big win because you're thinking this is better than last week or this is better than yesterday. You see what I mean? People won't understand because they have their own perceptions. If people are too hard on themselves or they have their own expectations, they will exert that on you. Yes, I've had that on my channel and it sucks. So, this is exactly what we need to understand ourselves. We understand that we're the only ones who will understand. I can have people in my life tell me they know how I feel, as in, okay, we relate, but no one can 100% say, I know what you've been through, or I felt it like that. You know what I'm saying? So only you define that. And only you have the initiative to solve it. You either complain and be pathetic your whole life, or you do something about it. Life does not stop there. Life is ruthless. Time is ruthless. It doesn't just stop. Storms don't ask us before they hit us. They just hit. So that's the thing. Only you can understand better than anyone else what you've been through. You validate it. If there's something you've done and you feel like, wow, this is better than last week, I've done so much better, I've improved. And even if someone doesn't see it the way you do and they think, oh, it's not perfect or you have a long way to go, think about yourself. Wow, I've done something. You know, one of the most common examples, as painful as it is waking up from bed. Some people think that, oh, wow, it's basic stuff. Who stays in bed all day long? There are people out there who struggle with that, respectfully. But let's say that they get themselves out of the bed and then they finally have a positive outlook on life. To the exterior, some people might think that person's lazy because you're just always in bed. But to that person, it feels like, wow, I actually feel like getting up today. I actually feel like doing something. I actually want to improve my life. That's what I'm saying. People belittle efforts. It's very common. And we live in a very hypocritical society. People belittle efforts. They try to act like dreams are unattainable. But these guys are competitive as hell. They want to go viral. They want to be praiseworthy. They want to be so much more. But they try to bring others down. Only you can understand what you've been through. Even while I'm telling you words in this video, right? I don't know what you're going through, dear viewer. And if I zoom in, again, no camera angles, I'm just trying to talk about something serious. I don't know what you've been through, but all I can say is your feelings are valid. And I want to say that you have the initiative to do something about it. Take your time, but understand that you can't always make excuses. And at the same time, even if you feel like things are tiring, things aren't being resolved, you just have to keep walking. That's the only way you'll find solutions. It's not easy, but I'm proud of you. Genuinely, I'm not trying to bore you. I'm not trying to sweet talk you. I'm trying to tell you this. You don't need anyone to understand you. Because if you do, you'll literally die being someone you're not. That's how it is. Because let's say someone so called understands you, and then they tell you this is not a good idea, but in your heart, you know it's a good idea. You know that it's something that doesn't leave you alone. You're trying to understand the other person, not yourself. So, what am I going to say to you guys about this? Please, give yourself justice. No one will get how you feel. People can relate, yes, but no one can tell you the answer. If there is something you're doing that is unique to this world, no one is going to tell you. Only you define that for yourself. Anyway, I'm going to do something a bit interesting. Sorry, I just want to make this look cooler. That was worth it. That was worth it. It's like with you going through life problems. People can only speak on their own experiences. People can literally tell you, oh, it's not that deep. But to you, it is. Oh my god, why am I in the wave while I'm talking about being. Okay. Yeah, like this wave. Some people are fine with this kind of depth. I mean, it's pretty shallow, but some people aren't. And that's like life. That was unintentional, by the way, me talking about the depth. So, it's fun. I like this. This is so fun. Whee! Okay. But yeah, I'm not BSing. I'm not trying to be extra sweet. I hate BS. I try to say this as much as I can in my videos. Because in case there are new viewers, please know I hate BS. I say things for how they are. But I also hate staying in a situation that is tiresome for so long. How is she still alive? Okay, okay. If I go any further, she's gonna be bye bye. Okay. Anyway. It's so fun. Sorry. My inner child is bursting right now. Whee! Only you define that. You're the one who's been through it. People can only say, I think this is right, I think this is. But no one can tell you with certainty that, okay, this is the answer to all of your problems. Life would be easy that way, but there's no discovery. So, yeah, that's why I'm saying you don't have to be understood. Like, yeah, okay, if people support you, I'm not saying that people can't support you. I'm not saying you can't confide in anyone. By all means, go ahead. But all I'm saying is, in the long term, you are the only one who's reliable when it comes to your own problems. You're the one who went through it. You're the one who knows how bad it is. Other people do not know how bad it is because they haven't been through it. Similarly, with other people's problems, you can lend an ear, you can do whatever, but you do not know exactly what someone has been through. But that doesn't invalidate it. That doesn't mean that you're dumb or this person's dramatic. It just means that there is something that they have that you don't see, and there's something you have that they don't see. And it's completely fine because we have to work through our own roots. So that's why I'm saying that you don't need to quote unquote be understood. A lot of the times people won't get it, but as long as they support you as a person, they're a good influence, it's fine. Some of my friends, even now, there are things that they don't get, but we're still friends. It doesn't mean, okay, you don't understand my problems, we're not friends. No, 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 no. There's something that they don't understand, and there's something about them I don't understand. But it's valid. It doesn't mean that, oh, it's a fallout. It doesn't mean I'm a bad friend or they're a bad friend. It just means that we're all unique. We're all different. We all have something. So yeah, I do hope this video helps. I hope I go straight to the point this time. And I apologize if some of my videos do not go straight to the point. I kind of go on a tangent. I get a bit excited and I go a bit off topic, but I try to relate it as best as I can. Remember, the best validation is one from yourself. I'm not being cringy here. Seriously, why would you need someone else to tell you about your life? We only live once, life is temporary. When our time is up, that's it. Now don't be pathetic and let someone else dictate your life based on what they think is right. This person maybe this person could have something so abysmal as a goal in their lives, and they're just projecting that on you, and you won't even be aware of it. So have good goals, have good ideas, be a good person, be a person of humanity, and just do something incredible. If you have made it this far and you appreciate any of my videos, including this one, please support my coffee page. Oh wow, it's like a star. You know what's interesting? I have an interesting analogy with that star. Be a star and let other people see you shine. Maybe you'll be a guide for them someday. Bye bye.